What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to talk about something that came up in conversation recently, and that was, living for today. Tomorrow is not promised. And I said, that is probably quite disrespectfully, if I'm honest, because everyone's got their opinion. But I said that's a fucking stupid way to live. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is that it's not. There's a lot of truth, to being present in today and enjoying what you have and being grateful for things and living in the moment, being able to live in the moment. Do you know what I mean? And just enjoy life and enjoy what you have. But I thought of a better way of rephrasing it, if you will, recoining it, and that was live for tomorrow today. So what I mean by that is, I've spoke about it before on this channel, but reverse engineering your goals. So living for today is great. Do you know what I mean? But in terms of things that you have to achieve or things that you want in life, you can't do them if you're just living for today, So although I do appreciate where the ethos comes from and the idea behind it, if that is your whole ethos to life, it's like the YOLO mentality. Do you know what I mean? Oh, you only live once. Do you know what I mean? So you better just do whatever you want to do now. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's a negative way to live as well, because, I associate with that with like party lifestyle and like drink culture. It's like, oh, it's whatever. You only live once, so let's go out and get drunk tonight again or whatever. So as I was saying, reverse engineer your goals so that you are living for tomorrow today. In other words, if your goal was to add a stone of muscle, do you know what I mean, in 6 months from now, how can you guarantee that happens? How can you guarantee that outcome? Do you know what I mean? So what can you do today to guarantee that that happens in 6 months? And then you are living for today, do you know what I mean? But you're also bearing in mind what it is that you want to achieve and how you can attain that. You need to up your calories. You need to make sure that you're, in progressive overload, so you're lifting heavier and heavier each time. You need to make sure that you're training enough, that you're hitting all the body parts that you need to hit X amounts of times a week, X amounts of sets, X amount of reps. Do you know what I mean? The same goes for anything else really that you're trying to achieve. If you was trying to read 100 books, do you know what I mean, in the next 100 days, you couldn't skip a day and be like, oh, well, YOLO, you only live once, so I'm going to go and kick a ball around at the park or whatever, or go to lunch or whatever it is. Reverse engineering your goals is something that I think about quite a lot. How can you guarantee that, you can basically predict the future when you do the same things all the time, day in and day out, within a few degrees. Do you know what I mean? You can predict your future and outcome. If you meditate every single day, you're going to be more relaxed overall, the whole span of your life, really. How will then that have knock-on effects, do you know what I mean, into your life? If you're more calm, you're going to have better relationships. If you're more relaxed, you're going to be able to make better decisions. Do you know what I mean? It will affect other areas and kind of like spider off, if you like, into a whole different path if you were to start meditating every day. But what you could say is that overall you would be more relaxed and more calm if you were to go running every day, and you were improving your oxygen intake. Do you know what I mean? Again, the health benefits of that. You're going to be healthier in 6 months' time if you keep doing that every day. If you wanted to get better at playing football, do you know what I mean? If you look at any athlete, they all started young. They dedicated themselves and they just did it every single day. They had the dream of, one day playing in the Premier League or La Liga or whatever league, any league you want to talk about, MLS, it doesn't really matter. They had the vision, they had the dream, and then they just put work in. They did it every single day. That's not even, it's not even in that situation like reverse engineering a goal. Do you know what I mean? That was just what they wanted to do. So they did it every single day in, day out. They dedicated themselves to it fully, which is important to remember as well. So what I'm trying to say is, yes, live for today, be present in the moment, enjoy life, be grateful. But if you want to achieve things, you're going to have to sacrifice today, if that makes any sense whatsoever. If you and this is how things are achieved, sacrifice has to be made. It's that simple. My mum used to say something. My mum used to say when I was growing up, if you always do what you've always done, you'll only get what you've always got. And it's so true. But yeah, so live life in the moment, enjoy it. But if you want to achieve something, live for tomorrow today. Live for next year today. What can you do today that guarantees you will be where you want to be in the next 12 months, 5 years, 10 years? Think more long term than just for today. But at the same time, be present, enjoy life. It's kind of a it's kind of a weird message that I'm giving right now, but I know what I mean. And if you know what I mean, hit a like, give a comment. I'll catch you in the next one.